Good afternoon, Melina and Niko from Cliff Jones RV here in Sealy. I want to make a video for you to show you this awesome R-Pod 171. So it's been about a year since we've had the 171. We have a larger R-Pod next to it. R-Pod has really expanded and started making larger models. This one here is 25 feet total, but as you see, the interior is more narrow on the 171. This is what we call a classic R-Pod. And since they have been expanding to these larger ones, these smaller ones are getting harder and harder to find. But this is the lightest RV that we stock and really great for smaller tow vehicles. So it does have an electric tongue jack in the front. All you have to do is press up and down. It'll raise and lower versus hand cranking. You also have a light in the front as well, so you can see early in the morning and late at night. And it does have a manual override in case of worst case scenario. It does have one propane tank. Here at Cliff Jones, we will fill the propane, install the battery, wash it, detail it, and show you how everything works. Great thing about this 171, it has the new panoramic window. This is a hard plastic and it opens on a hinge for cross ventilation. So on a day like today, you really don't even need AC. You also have the RVQ Quick Connect for propane here if you want to hook up an exterior grill. That just pulls off your propane tank there in the front. It does feature 4 manual stabilizers on each corner to prevent it from rocking. This does have the tempered glass door here. Now, the important thing to note is that it still has a hard backer for security. I know I've had some customers be concerned about that, but really the front is just for looks, and I have not personally heard of a single issue. It is ready for a thin shade if you would like to add one. During the day, you can't really see in, but at night you can. So we do have those readily available in parts. You also have a screen door as well. If you want to get cross ventilation, you can keep bugs out while getting more airflow. We also have an extra large door handle here as well. It's got 3 folding positions, so people of all ages can easily get in and out. It has these nice aluminum steps too. They have great tread and are very easy to open and close. So the important thing with the R-Pods is that they are aluminum frame for the main structure. And the classic R-Pods are a one-piece fiberglass roof, which is really rare to see because it costs so much to manufacture, but it's one of the best roofs that you can have on a travel trailer. You also get 15-inch tires. These tires on this unit are Goodyear endurance tires, some of the best tires on the market. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about upgrading later. Also, the axle is independent versus leaf spring for much better towing as well. Another great thing about R-Pod, the sidewalls are laminated for better insulation. They also use block foam insulation, so you're gonna stay nice and cool during the summer and nice and warm during the winter. They even take it a step further and use these Asdel panels behind the fiberglass instead of Luan, which is basically overglorified plywood. So with Asdel, you have less than a 1% chance of delamination. It's stronger, it's lighter, it's better for the environment, and it gives you better insulation. So here we have the black tank flush. This is for the toilet tank. So when your black valve is open, you hook up a water hose here and the built-in nozzles clean out the toilet tank. It reduces smell and gives you more accurate tank readings. We also have power outside, and this is a spray port. It's a cold water shower here. It comes with the hose that attaches on there. This is gonna be the storage underneath the main bed. Here we have the 30-amp power cord for main power and the shower setup that I was telling you about. Great thing about these doors is that they use magnets instead of clips, so they're really easy to open with one hand, and you don't have to worry about these pieces becoming brittle and breaking over time, unlike the plastic ones that are on a lot of other RVs. You also have a spare tire that is included. You can also upgrade this to a bike rack as well if you would like. Another great thing about R-Pod is that we do have LED taillights versus incandescent bulbs, so they are much brighter and much safer. Over here, we have this storage compartment as well. So you see that goes all the way through, huge storage back here. Now this is the water heater. It works on propane and electric. A lot of RVs are only propane, but with this one, as long as you have short power or a generator, you can have hot water even if you don't have propane. The way the sewer setup is on this particular model, you have the black tank, which is your toilet tank here. Once you hook up a hose, you just pull the valve and gravity will bring it down. This one is for the gray tank, which is the sink and the shower. And we do have a Y setup that connects the two to make it nice and easy. This is the access for the refrigerator panels. If you ever need maintenance, you just pop those off. As of right now, there's no battery hooked up. I'm just working off my little battery box here, but that gives you lights and everything. This RV is also ready for cable and satellite. This is where your main power will hook in there, just like this. It does have a fresh tank as well, so if you want to go off-grid or dispersed camping, you just put water in the fresh tank, and then the 12-volt pump on board will work with battery. If you're somewhere with pressurized water, you want to make sure you use a water pressure regulator and put it in here, and that will give you continuous water. This is the furnace intake and exhaust. The furnace is the main heat source on this RV, and whenever you have propane and battery, you can run it to generate heat, and it'll keep it nice and toasty on the inside. So the dry weight of this RV is 2,617 pounds, and it's 19 feet total from the bumper to the tongue. So let me go ahead and show you inside now. So up front, we have a dinette. This can very easily turn into a bed if you would like to sleep one or two. The panoramic window, when it opens, you have a sunshade here, or you have a privacy shade at the bottom, which is really nice. Over here, we have power. This is where you monitor your tanks. So you just press and hold. It says battery right there. It shows you that your battery is full. Fresh tank right now is going to be empty. So you can see you have empty up to full. Black tank and gray tank. This is where you turn the water pump on, and this is where you control the water heater. Here in the kitchen, we have everything that you need and more. It has a one-piece undermount stainless steel sink, much more sanitary than plastic, residential style faucet. We have a multifunction radio. It can play just inside, just outside, or both. Here we have overhead storage. This is going to be the 2-burner propane cooktop that includes a glass insert, so this gives you additional counter space, and it can act as a backsplash as well. This is the convection microwave here, so what's really great is you can actually bake in this, which is really more practical than an RV oven. And a great thing about owning an R-Pod is that it's really joining a community. So one of the rites of passages for owning an R-Pod is baking cinnamon rolls in the microwave. We also have a built-in vacuum here. All you have to do is lift this little plastic deal up. When it's on, you sweep it right into the canister. Makes cleanup nice and easy. Here we have a propane electric refrigerator, which is a tried and true design and ideal for going off-grid. You have storage above here. This is your breaker box and converter. This is the main bed here. Plenty of windows around so you can enjoy your scenery wherever you are. And storage underneath the bed there. Another great thing about R-Pod is that the AC is thermostat controlled. A lot of RVs this size, you control the AC on the unit itself, but this will turn off and on just like a home. So you can set it to whatever temperature you want. So this is the bathroom. This is what's known as a wet bath. The toilet is inside the shower, very space efficient. And you really have everything that you need in here, including a hygienic sink so you can brush your teeth in here versus doing so in the kitchen. A lot of RVs this size don't have a sink at all in the bathroom, which is really great that we do have one here. This is the max air fan. It has 5 different speeds, and this will suck hot air out to keep it nice and cool inside your RV. It is recommended to get a max air guard on top of that fan there. So this is a TV that is included. Cool thing about the R-Pod TVs is that they actually can work on battery power, which is really nice. So if you're pulled over somewhere without main power and want to watch TV, you can do so easily on here. And it has a swivel mount as well, so you can really get an optimal viewing angle. Okay, Melina, again, it's Niko from Cliff Jones RV in Sealy. I want to show you this awesome R-Pod 171. I'd love to serve you at the highest level. If you have any questions or concerns, give me a call or a text, 979-413-9554, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks, Melina.